Magnus played with black that I remember.
Really?
Weirdly, I'm sure I can remember more if I try really hard, but the one I remember is from London 2013, where Grishuk played h4 against him. And at the time, in 2013, it wasn't a novelty, but we all thought, okay, Sasha is just not doing well in the tournament. He clearly feels he has to play sort of sharply for a win in every game, so he is gambling. And these days, this is one of the absolute must-study lines against the Grunfeld. If you don't know what you're doing against h4, you are probably in trouble by move 10. Magnus played c6, and it was a kind of a normal, in the end, wasn't a very exciting game because he didn't choose any of the really crazy stuff with like castles, or he takes c4 here, but that's the Grunfeld I remember. And Vincent replies with bishop g5.
Actually, Magnus played a couple of times against Vishanan in his matches, the Grunfeld.
Yeah, of course,
in 2014, some bishop d2 and...
those games, exactly. They would come back to me, but somehow the one that came back to me immediately was the h4, but you're absolutely right, yeah.
Yeah, so bishop g5, which is a sideline, let's face it. I don't know what's your... Do you remember your Chessable recommendation here?
I sort of do, because I recently had an occasion to discuss it with people. But it's interesting that you call this a sideline, because, I mean, bishop g5 maybe is a little bit of a sideline, but I remember there was a period in my life where it at least it felt to me like, I don't know, 2 out of my 3. was to play rook b5 here in this position.
Yeah.
This no longer applies because the pawn gets to h3. And once the pawn gets to h3, we just win by queening that pawn. Like we play h3, we play rook g2 check, we play king h4, king g3, h2, and so on. And this cannot be stopped. So I think now the win is just extremely straightforward. Rook a5, we play rook g5, rook goes like anywhere, we play h3. It really is no longer rook a3, but we can still play h3, f4, rook g2 check. It doesn't change anything. King h4 next.
Yeah,
this is just a queen. Basically, this is just a queen.
Black mates in 30 moves. Going to
so I think we'll switch to the other game because we know how this ends. We'll switch to the other game, which is still very much in balance.
Okay, f4. I switch f4. Maybe I think now Keymer is splitting out the last moves.
f4 actually. I was about to blunder.
We can stay with Magnus for a little while. I think he will just decide.
I think it's not a mistake here to just call it quits because obviously I think that everybody knows I think that.
and he did design a great game by the world champion Magnus Carlsen.
Nicely done by Magnus, starting from the decision to play c6 here, to not enter any of the theoretic kinds, avoid all of the discussion of the kind of a very, very safe, kind of boring-ish endgames which you never ever win with black. And here after bishop g5, the decision to play b5, bishop b2, rook e8, very calmly. Also, an important kind of teachable moment for people who may have not seen this structure before. Playing e5 looks like it's an active move, you're doing something with your life. But it's actually very, very beneficial to white because it makes it much harder for black to play on the queen side because it gives white a hook in the center. So he goes rook e8, calmly protects c7, then goes knight b6, bishop b6, gets a comfortable position, and wins it basically from there.
Yeah,
nicely done by Magnus.
Yeah. And it's now sharing the lead, unless Ding is winning that endgame.
This is move 59, so in one more move